I hope you weren't expecting big changes at Disney, particularly Lucasfilm, still ran by Kathleen Kennedy. There will be no changes. In fact, if anything, there will be a quadrupling down, especially over at Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm. This is why it was so funny that South Park focused on Disney in their little Pandaverse episode because, well, I mean, she's kind of the worst one over at Disney, in my opinion. But here's some news for you based on the director of the upcoming Star Wars The New Jedi Order, starring Rey. You know, Rey Skywalker. She's actually Rey Palpatine, but we got some messages from Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy, the activist journalist director. She is an activist, big time, well known for her activism in gender. So she will be headlining this movie as the director, and it's going to be a gigantic piece of shit. So she did an interview with CNN and had some words for what you can expect with her upcoming Rey movie. A character nobody likes, a character nobody wants, basically doing what we all wanted Luke Skywalker to do. Director Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy rang in the new year of 2024 by declaring it's time that Star Wars finally had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, because Princess Leia was a nobody. Padme was a nobody. She didn't shape anything, huh? Neither did Leia. A very important figure in the Star Wars history. Definitely helped shape things, but she doesn't matter. It's really Rey who is the woman that matters, and she's the one that's going to lift everything up. I always find these things funny. So, big activist director, handpicked by Kathleen Kennedy, making a Rey movie that nobody's going to want to watch. This movie, I can't wait for it to come out because it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a gigantic disaster. It's going to fail at the box office, and we are all going to laugh. Because how this woman still has her job as head of Lucasfilm, I'll never understand it. But she does, and she has shown time and time again after pretty much killing the brand completely so bad that the views for all those Disney Plus shows have been in the toilet. She's still there. And now we have this. But I love it. I think it's great. I want to see Star Wars just kind of fall into the ocean and sink because they have destroyed it. Speaking with CNN just after the new year rang in, Obaid-Chinoy was introduced by CNN's Christy Lou Stout, saying filmmaker and activist Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy is the only female director to have won 2 Academy Awards by the age of 37, for documentaries, by the way, I believe. She's one of the first women and the first person of color to direct a Star Wars film, and it's set to be released in 2026. Lou Stout must have completely memory-holed Patty Jenkins and her Rogue Squadron film that was supposed to be released this winter. This film never came to fruition and was seemingly scrapped. Time will tell if that will happen to the Rey movie, but I don't think it will be. I think this movie's 100% coming out. They have Rey on board. They think they have a hit. It doesn't. But I love that this is in here. A filmmaker and activist. Because, of course, it's an activist that's making this movie. It's Disney. Disney has to have activism everywhere. I can't wait. I wish I could look through like some kind of crystal ball and see what Disney looks like in 5 years. I really do. I think the company's going to start to lose money. Like, they're already losing money, but I'm talking more in with their assets. Like, their assets are what really keeps them going, especially the parks. It's going to be really hilarious if those parks start losing more and more money and this company gets in a really desperate situation. Would it be crazy to see Disney declare bankruptcy? I think it could happen. Maybe not anytime soon, but soon enough. A few years, decade. Nevertheless, Obed Shenoy decided to confirm that the Walt Disney Company, Lucasfilm, and Star Wars are not changing the Force's female messaging they have routinely pushed since Disney purchased Lucasfilm. The director stated, "I am very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. We are in 2024 now. I think it's about time we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away." Yeah, like I said, fuck all those other women that were starring in Star Wars, right? None of them matter. None of them matter. It's all about Rey. Rey's the bestest. She is so amazing that nobody bought her action figures. And if you go into an Ollie's or a Ross or any other kind of discount store, there's so many Rey figures just falling off of the shelves that it's insane and funny. Like, no one bought those figures. Did you notice that there's not really many hot toy Reys? Big high-end premium figures, because out of their own mouths, nobody buys them. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Sideshow Hot Toys said that or if it was somebody else, but there was a high-end toy maker, because those toys are hundreds of dollars a piece. They're expensive because they look really nice. They're highly detailed. They're not the best of the best. No one's buying those sequel trilogy characters, except maybe like Kylo Ren. Nobody's buying them. So there's no demand for this. I mean, you could probably go into a toy store and find Rey figures on the shelves from older movies, not just Rise of Skywalker. Though I don't even think Rise of Skywalker got a line. I don't remember. But nobody bought the Rey figures. They were literally rotting on shelves to be sent to discount stores to rot on those shelves. But hey, let's make a whole movie about Rey Skywalker doing what Luke Skywalker was supposed to do over the Disney Star Wars trilogy, rebuild the new Jedi Order. Nah, fuck that. Now we have Rey doing it instead of Luke. It's funny. You know they're going to pay Mark Hamill to cameo, so he'll be in it, probably to validate Rey, say she's the bestest ever. They'll probably bring Hayden Christensen to validate Rey, call her the bestest ever. Yoda will probably come in, validate Rey, call her the bestest ever. Why not? Hell, let's bring in Grogu. He can even tell her that she's the bestest ever because he should be alive. These comments are not out of the ordinary for Obed Shenoy. Speaking with Vice News on TikTok back in May 2023, the director said, "My name is Charmin Obed Shenoy, and I am directing the next Star Wars film. I'm excited about bringing Daisy Ridley back into the Star Wars galaxy, and in telling her story, I'm excited to be immersed in the Jedi Academy. And I think there is so much excitement about the new Jedi Order. There would have been if Luke Skywalker would have built it." She continued, "I've always kicked open doors that were previously closed, and I think my feeling is that there is a critical mass of women who have begun to move forward in places that were previously closed to them." Star Wars was never closed to women. Plenty of women liked Star Wars, but they liked it for the same reason that everybody else did. They didn't need it changed for them. They've changed it because they thought they could bring in the Barbie crowd before Barbie and make it a huge thing, and it didn't. It didn't. So that's really the gist of it. I just wanted to bring this forward because for those of you that maybe had a glimmer of hope that Star Wars was going to change, I just wanted you to know that you're following false hope. It's not going to change. The director is, in fact, out here doubling down, quadrupling down on the Force's female messaging, and this is one of the first statements of Lucasfilm Star Wars in 2024. So don't expect things to get any better. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.